What's good? Back again with another reaction. This video, we're gonna be getting into another Warren Cali. I'll say shout out, bro. He was the first rapper on America's Most Wanted list. The story of Filthy Phil. Oh, man, I never heard about bro, but hey, we're about to get in and see what you guys talk about, yo. Hey, shout out to Warren Cali. Original video link in the description as always. Oh, man, go check them out. They cool. Let's get out with this video, bro. Hope you're already sparking up so you could, you know what I'm saying, vibe out, kick your feet up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe your girl made some chicken and potatoes today, bro, and I know you stuffed, and now you just relaxing, you know what I'm saying? Just, you feel me? Let's get on with the video. Tell your girl thank you. It's happy Valentine's Day to the queens out there, bro. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget. Or this is after Valentine's Day. Hey, this is the time to make up. You heard me.
I'm back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail the story of Bay Area rapper Filthy Phil.
Filthy Phil.
Filthy Phil was born Philip Newt and grew up in Richmond, California. He grew up in an area called Kennedy Manor, which was a housing project in South Richmond.
Shout out Richmond,
and was known
though,
as a deadly
sure.
and dangerous area, especially with Richmond being one of the most dangerous cities in all of California. So growing up in Kennedy Manor in the 80s and 90s, Phil would experience a lot and do a lot, and it would be hard not to be a part of the street life. Just going outside, drugs being sold, and violence his whole life. But Phil had bigger plans than the streets. He wanted to be a rapper and had plans on making it big. He spent hours writing and rehearsing his raps and gearing up to release a tape.
I feel it.
But being young and black in the hood, he would have a lot of distractions.
I ain't gonna lie, trying to come up as a rapper back in the day, it's crazy. It's a lot of work. Y'all had to be trapping out the trunk, you know what I'm saying? Rolling up to different hoods, different cities, different, you know, they ain't just mobbing it, bro. Selling out the trunk, trapping out the trunk, bro, and getting your name out there, having CDs printed or tapes printed. If y'all remember, if y'all old enough to remember tapes, used to have the tapes, bro, where you used to slip a little, what are those, one of those pens, the big pens, and you gotta like rewind it that way manually. Some of y'all too young for that, you know what I'm saying?
And
That's
a lot
crazy.
of police harassment.
Philip Newt lived in a tough part of Richmond, California.
Living in Richmond was a nightmare. It was a war zone. The ghetto life was
that was
like being
everywhere, though. That was like all of
in a
California.
box and you can't get out. There's no hope, there's no dreams. And so when Philip would come to them with his dreams, they loved Philip. He had a higher imagination.
Philip Newt wrote about what he saw, what he experienced. His dream was that writing would be his ticket out.
Okay. Oh, my boy's monetized now. Okay, bro. Hey, shout out Warren Kelly, bro. I see you with the monetization. You know what I mean? The running ads now.
From a positive point of view, Philip Newt had a lot of potential.
Hey, Warren Kelly, if you watching this, bro, 8 minutes and above, bro. 8-minute minimum videos, all right? 8 minutes minimum so you can get your ads in, bro. Every 2 minutes, too.
Seemed to have a direction that he wanted to write. He wanted to be a music writer.
Right.
But unfortunately, he hung around hardcore individuals who swayed him to do the things that he did.
Yo, Filthy Phil.
What's up, George?
You famous yet? Too good for your homeboys now?
Yeah, I ain't gonna forget the little people, though.
You ain't forgetting nothing, but you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, but check this out, Filthy. I got a job for you.
I ain't with that, man. I gotta go.
You got a what? I'm giving you a chance to score some quick cash, fool. And you ain't rich yet.
Not now,
Fool.
but I will be.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You will be, Filthy. But I tell you what, until then, find me a buyer for this camera. I'll split the take with you.
Oh, let me see that, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, where'd you get this, man?
From my mother.
Oh, okay. Did she put up a fight, though?
She never knew what hit.
Friends say there were two forces drawing on Philip Newt, his rowdy friends and his angry music.
Philip was in love with his car. When the police would stop him because he was having a good time. He wasn't breaking any traffic laws, but just the fact that he was in this car and they knew Philip.
The Richmond police say he did break traffic laws, usually minor ones, but he broke them often.
Back then, a lot of y'all are old enough to remember, but back then, it ain't how it is now, but back then, the cops, the Johnnies, 10, 5-0, bro, they visual and they profile, they discriminate and profile, right? They racially profile you. So if you are a person of any color but white, back then, yeah, bro, they see you having a good time, they stopping you because they ain't having a good time, and there's Same vehicle that you're in, you know what I'm saying? The old G-body Cutlass, bro, and this, I don't know what that is, but hey, this looks hard. I'm just saying, back then, if they saw you having a good time and you're a person of color, meaning black, Mexican, Asian, American, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you'd get pulled over. Not today in some areas, I think. You let me know below.
He was stopped for speeding in July of 1988. Not the first time, not the last.
See that stop sign back there? Oh, hey, officer, I didn't realize. I was singing the song, and I guess I didn't see it.
It's there. You went right through it.
What, you gonna write me a ticket?
That's right.
Damn.
Less than a year later, he had another encounter with police. This one was more serious.
What'd he do?
We initiated a stop on the vehicle. At that time, Detective Goldberg approached the driver of the vehicle. I approached the passenger side area of the vehicle.
Right.
I observed that Philip Newt was not wearing a seatbelt. I asked Philip for his ID. He told me he had none. That time I told him he was going to be placed under arrest.
I didn't do anything, man. This ain't nothing but police harassment. I'm out of here, man. You're not free to go. Get off me, fool. That's just under arrest. Oh, man.
A minor traffic stop became a major turning point. Police records show Newt struck the officer in the chest. He was charged with battery.
Wait, was this recorded live? Is this really him? Cause bro, it looks like he's acting. I ain't gonna lie, but it has to be. This has to be actors, bro. It has to be. Ain't no way.
Newt was convicted of misdemeanor battery.
This for sure is actors, bro. It's one of those History Channel, NBC documentaries type.
3 years probation and 10 days in the county jail.
Think about the consequences. Yeah, boy. I think about the consequences.
By Philip being able to put words together so quickly and poetically, he would leave the environment outside and come into his own little world and just sit down and write. It gave him an escape.
But Newt could not escape the harsh realities of his world.
Getting a degree is important to me because I feel.
After a while, Phil started to gain recognition in the Bay after releasing several records, and the main song being a song called Consequences. It was said he caught the attention of many labels for his music by the time of April of 1991. But when things just started to look up for Phil, things would go terrible. One night in July of 1991, Phil would be riding with several of his friends when they'd be pulled over by police for speeding. From police accounts, when the car stopped, Phil blindsided police and began firing. He struck an officer. The police and Phil engaged in a shootout, was left an officer shot, and left Phil shot as well. Phil would escape from the police, but Phil shooting the police would lead to a manhunt, and he was on a run, skipping several cities and states to avoid capture. Police believe his motive for the shooting was he was on probation, and he didn't want to go back to jail. Phil became a well-known man worldwide for this shooting.
Ain't no one want to go back to jail, so I feel it. What do you mean?
With his story appearing on national broadcaster show, America Most Wanted.
Was once the home of a booming shipbuilding industry. Now times are tough, and it's the home to high unemployment.
Listen, hey, just listen to the way the media, especially back then. Now what we know now, right? Listen to how they're speaking to you back then. It's all word salad propaganda, trying to get you to hate someone that, or makes it worse than what it really is. Watch. Let's listen to what he's.
Shipbuilding industry. Now times are tough, and it's the home to high unemployment, gangs, violence, and the tough turf of housing projects. Philip Newt grew up in that angry world.
See what I'm saying? Bro, why did all that decline start happening? How come y'all don't look into that? Why was it booming and then all of a sudden it became to tough turf gangs and projects and, you know what I mean? Medication. Ask yourself why. Who was involved? I blame Big Pharma because they wanted to get their on the street and try to legally, you know what I'm saying? Because if you stay sick, that's how they make their money, bro. So ask yourself why was it poverty over there if it was booming as this man described as it was? So you can't blame the citizens. You gotta look within, you know what I'm saying?
As a teenager, he became a rap artist, and he put out this album. The hardcore lyrics earned him the nickname Filthy Phil.
Right.
They tell stories of life on Richmond's mean streets.
Right.
Police say eerily foretell Newt's own future.
Philip Newt is a victim of society, a victim of lack of opportunity. But again, he's also guilty of a very terrible wrongdoing, and he has to come forward and pay the price. There's no doubt about it.
He's not above the law. I think once he hears me begging him, telling him to turn
Listen
himself
to the
in,
beat.
I know he'll do it.
80s beats, early 90s beats was wild, I ain't gonna lie.
I love you, Philip.
Feel it?
Please do the right thing.
Police shut down a stretch of Interstate 580 for 12 hours, but Newt slipped through the manhunt. By the next morning, he was nearly 400 miles south in Bakersfield, California. He used the alias Aaron Lawrence and convinced emergency room officials he'd been shot by his girlfriend. They treated him for a bullet wound in his left leg, then released him. Here's the cover of Newt's album, Consequences. The photos were taken...
Wait, bro. Wait, what do you mean, dude? That was that easy back then? You could just give a fake name and you get treated? Bro, today they make you sign documents. You can be on your unalive bed and they'll make you sign documents and waivers and... bro, what?
At Kennedy Manor, the housing project where Newt was raised. Notice how Newt sets himself apart from the crowd by wearing horn-rimmed glasses. But it's just for the effect. Newt's eyesight's just fine.
Yeah?
He's always worn short hair, and he often wears a thin mustache. Newt was last spotted in Chicago, but he may have moved on.
Iraq?
If Philip Velvin Newt's shown up in your area, call our hotline tonight. The number is
Hell nah.
1-800-CRIME-92.
While on the run?
I know a lot of y'all who are my age and older, actually older than me, unks. Because between 25 to 35, we're big, bro. 35 and up, y'all are unks now. So y'all unks probably know. You know what I'm saying? Probably know.
Phil would even sign a record deal with a record label called Figure Records. Ain't that a coincidence?
Nah, what I was trying to say is all y'all unks. My bad, got lit. A little, you know what I'm saying? But y'all unks. Y'all unks ain't call that line. I know damn straight y'all unks ain't call that line.
He would even release a whole EP in 1992 called The Manhunt. But Phil would later be arrested at a studio in Atlanta, and Phil would do around 5 years for his crime.
Damn.
Once he was released from prison, Phil started to collab with other rappers, including rappers like Mac Dre. In 2002,
Shout out Dre.
Phil would release the
Hey, RIP Mac Dre first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? If Filthy Phil passed away, RIP Filthy Phil. You know what I mean?
album called Money Hungry Hustler, and over the years, he would collab with other artists. As recent as 2023, Phil released an EP called Filthy Dough with another artist called Spendo. Phil still remains under the radar, but not really appearing in interviews and not really being active on social media. But to survive what he did, he's lucky that he overcame what happened.
That's true.
This will conclude.
Bro must have money set aside and put away, and you know what I'm saying? But anyways, hey, RP Mac Dre, shout out Filthy Phil. Hopefully he's out there enjoying himself on the beach somewhere, drinking Coronas or out of a coconut, you know what I'm saying? Just kicking it, smoking some loud, maybe dropping some beats or some music or whatever it is, bro. Maybe he owns a label, we don't know. Shout out to bro. Shout out to Unk. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. If y'all watch to the end, comment Cali, because shout out Warren Cali. Y'all should be just about out already, bro. You should have just ashed that last one, roached it, put it on the side, you know what I'm saying? And you go get on with your girl, bro. But go ahead and let y'all go. We out, gang.